Everyone, welcome back to my channel Borno Immigration and Education Services Private Limited. If you're new to this channel, my name is Akriti and today I'm making this video about study in Canada. So different students have different questions about admission criteria, IELTS requirement, acceptability of Duolingo test, selection of course and the new regulations of Canadian government. So let's begin with the admission criteria. In order to take admission in college, the minimum percentage requirement for some of the colleges is 50%, while others accept 55%. Whereas in case of university, generally the minimum percentage requirement is 60%, whereas others have a little higher requirement which is 65%. So if you want to apply for master's programs, then minimum 2 to 3 years of work experience is required and you need to share the letter of recommendations and portfolios as well. Moreover, statement of purpose is required for undergraduate programs as well as postgraduate programs. I have already made a video on the same. If you haven't watched it yet, please go and check it. Moving forward to the IELTS requirement. So generally for undergraduate programs, 6 band is acceptable by most of the universities or colleges. Few of the institutions have higher band requirement which is 6.5, and for post-graduation programs the IELTS requirement ranges between 6.5 to 7 band overall. Now we're going to talk about the acceptability of Duolingo test. Considering the situation of COVID-19 and its effects worldwide, Duolingo test was introduced as the authorities were not able to take or conduct IELTS examination and students were facing problem in getting admission to the college or university. Let me clear your doubts here. Duolingo test scores are only for the offer letters. You can get the conditional offer letter, but for the visa purposes, it is not acceptable. You need to give IELTS. So the next topic is selection of courses. Selection of courses majorly depends upon your last education qualification and the work experience if you have any. For example, if you have recently cleared grade 12 examination having a commerce stream, then you can opt for courses like marketing, international business, finance and accounting, business administration, hospitality and tourism, etc. So if we talk about post-study work permit, if you opt for 1 year program, so 1 year post-study work permit is allowed. If you opt for 2 year program, then 3 year post-study work permit is allowed. Last but not the least, I would like to apprise you about the new regulations of Canadian government. New two-stage process is launched as the students were not able to gather their documents for the visa application. So in this process, you need to put your visa application, study visa permit application before September 15, 2020. Even with incomplete application, you may get the stage 1 approval and you will be allowed to study online in your home country. So once the things opens up, you can put your complete study permit application, and after getting the study permit approval, you can move to Canada. So this brings us to the end of this video. I hope I'm able to clear your most of the doubts. If you find this video helpful, please like, share and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for watching.